My name is Abdul Fattah Mukhtar. This is my persuasive speech for my course, Introduction to Fundamentals of Public Speaking. My topic is colonialism is the root cause of war or civil war in Africa. My purpose in this speech is to demonstrate that civil war in Africa is the aftermath of colonialism. I would like to specifically persuade my audience that colonialism left much bigger problem than itself in Africa. Rwandan genocide was one of the biggest catastrophes of humanity in the 20th century. Civil wars in Africa caused the devastation of multiple countries. Millions of people died, millions became stateless refugees, billions of dollars in properties and resources were destroyed. I'm speaking this from personal experience because I relate to all of this as I'm a person originally from Ethiopia and as a person who lived in Kenya as a refugee, and I've been to a couple of other neighboring African countries, which is Djibouti and Somalia. Almost all African countries went through civil war since the 1960s are former colonies of the Europeans. I can count so many evidences to support my argument. My evidence number one is Rwanda and Burundi were genocide of over 850,000 people happened in 1994, were former Belgian colonies. My evidence number two is Democratic Republic of Congo, where 6 million people died due to civil war since the beginning of this century, is a former colony of Belgium as well. The ethnic division or rift between Hutus and Tutsis by their colonial masters is the pretext for the genocide of the 1994 in Rwanda and Burundi. The weapons used to perpetrate the Rwandan genocide were provided by the former colonial master country. Some civil wars in Africa are instigated by former colonial masters or other Western capitalist countries to control and rip off their natural resources. The evidence towards that is the civil war in Sierra Leone was all about controlling and benefiting from the diamond mining operations in the country by a British and Canadian mining companies with the aid of a neighboring country, namely Liberia. Some people would like to counter-argue that there are a lot of people who claim that colonialism has significant positive contributions in African countries in terms of education, health, infrastructure, banking, and technological advancements. However, I would like to refute this argument because although modernization and urbanization of so many African nations took place as a result of colonialism, with much more cons than pros. To wrap up my argument, colonialism did much harm in Africa than good. Furthermore, I would like to strongly argue that all the civil wars in Africa have either been caused directly or indirectly by former colonial masters or other Western capitalist countries. In conclusion, all African civil wars from Rwanda, Burundi, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Sierra Leone, Sudan, Somalia, and Mali are the legacy of colonialism. Although all African countries are independent and free, they are worse off now than during colonial era. That's the end of my speech. Thank you very much.